Welcome to the English Catalyst podcast. Mark, I know you hate office small talk. You hide at your desk because textbook English makes you sound like a robot interrogating your colleagues.
It is true. I am terrified of the coffee machine. I never know what to say, and the silence is agonizing.
Today we fix that. Small talk is not a factual interview. It is a cultural vibe check. We are replacing your textbook phrases right now. Let us jump into scenario 1. The Monday morning weekend question.
Okay, the classic trap. A colleague asks, "How was your weekend?" My textbook says I should answer honestly and fully. So I usually say, "My weekend was adequate. I did my laundry, I purchased groceries, and I slept for 8 hours."
And immediately, the conversation dies. Mark, in Western corporate culture, nobody actually wants your chore itinerary. When you list your chores, you sound incredibly boring. But if you talk about a wild party, you sound unprofessional. The local master key here is the concept of being low-key.
Low-key. I see this online, but I do not know the cultural rule for it.
Native speakers love to claim their weekend was low-key. It is the perfect cultural middle ground. It means relaxed, without stress, and without major events. When you say it was pretty low-key, honestly, you are signaling that you are successful enough to have free time, but humble enough not to brag.
It was pretty low-key, honestly. I love that. It takes all the pressure off me to invent a fascinating story.
Exactly. You pair it with one relaxing activity. You say, "It was pretty low-key, honestly. Just caught up on some reading and relaxed around the house." Let us shadow this. You need to sound relaxed and content. Repeat after me. Pretty low-key, honestly.
Pretty low-key, honestly.
It was pretty low-key, honestly.
It was pretty low-key, honestly.
Just caught up on some reading.
Just caught up on some reading.
And relaxed around the house.
And relaxed around the house.
Let us do the full phrase. It was pretty low-key, honestly. Just caught up on some reading and relaxed around the house.
It was pretty low-key, honestly. Just caught up on some reading and relaxed around the house.
Excellent. Now you cannot just stop talking. In local culture, if you answer and stop, you drop the conversational tennis ball. You must return the serve.
The bounce back. My textbook tells me to say, "And you? What did you execute this weekend?"
That is far too abrupt and formal. "And you" sounds like a mirror reflecting a laser beam. To bounce the question back naturally, locals use a very specific phrase that gives the other person permission to share a highlight. We say, "How about you? Get up to anything fun?"
Get up to anything fun? Get up to means do, correct?
Yes. "What did you get up to" is the ultimate native casual phrase for asking about activities. By adding the word fun, you set a positive, friendly tone. You are inviting them to brag just a little bit if they want to. It is highly empathetic.
How about you? Get up to anything fun? I feel like I am giving them a gift, a chance to talk about themselves. Let us shadow this bounce back.
The tone here is genuine curiosity. Repeat after me. How about you?
How about you?
Get up to anything fun?
Get up to anything fun?
How about you? Get up to anything fun?
How about you? Get up to anything fun?
Let us put the whole Monday morning sequence together. The low-key defense plus the bounce back. Repeat after me. It was pretty low-key, honestly.
It was pretty low-key, honestly.
Just caught up on some reading.
Just caught up on some reading.
How about you? Get up to anything fun?
How about you? Get up to anything fun.
Spot on. You just survived Monday morning. Now, let us pivot to a different micro scenario. You are walking down the hallway. You make eye contact with a colleague walking the other way. You have exactly 3 seconds to interact before you pass each other.
This is awful. I usually freeze, stare at the floor, or say, "Hello? Where are you walking to?" Which makes me sound like a security guard.
It is very invasive. In local office culture, hallway encounters require low barrier observation. You do not ask a real question that requires them to stop and think. You make a light assumption about their destination based on corporate life.
A light assumption. Like what?
If they look busy or are holding a laptop, you smile and say, "Off to another meeting?"
Off to another meeting? That is it?
Yes. It is brilliant because it shows empathy. Everyone in the corporate world hates going to back-to-back meetings. By saying, "Off to another meeting," you are saying, "I see you are busy. I respect your time. Good luck."
Off to another meeting. What if they are just holding a coffee mug?
Then you say, "Just grabbing a refill?" It is the exact same logic. You acknowledge their immediate reality without demanding a conversation. They can just smile, say, "Yep," and keep walking. You have successfully passed the vibe check.
Just grabbing a refill. This is so freeing. I do not have to trap them in a conversation. Let us shadow these hallway passes.
Your tone should be breezy and sympathetic. Do not slow down your walking pace when you say these. Repeat after me. Off to another meeting?
Off to another meeting?
Hey David, off to another meeting?
Hey David, off to another meeting.
Just grabbing a refill?
Just grabbing a refill?
Hey Sarah, just grabbing a refill?
Hey Sarah, just grabbing a refill?
Beautiful. Now let us imagine you actually are stuck in the kitchen making coffee. You have done the weekend chat. You need to ask about work, but you are not their boss. You just want to make friendly conversation about the job.
My textbook says, "What is the current status of your assigned projects?"
Mark, please throw that textbook into the ocean. That is a micromanagement question. If you ask a peer for their project status, they will become instantly defensive. In local culture, we ask about work by checking on their emotional capacity and workload. We ask for the vibe of their job, not the data.
The vibe of their job. So, how do I phrase that?
You use words like busy or swamped. The most standard, polite local phrase is, "What's keeping you busy these days?"
What's keeping you busy these days? That is very gentle. It implies that I know they are working hard, but I am letting them choose which project to highlight.
Exactly. It is an open invitation. Another highly local, empathetic variation is, "Are you guys swamped over in marketing right now?"
Swamped? Like a literal swamp with alligators?
Yes, it is a fantastic metaphor. Being swamped means being overwhelmed with a flood of work. It is a very common local complaint. When you ask if they are swamped, you are giving them permission to vent a little bit. It builds incredible camaraderie.
Are you guys swamped over in marketing right now? I really like this. It feels like we are soldiers in the same trench. Let us shadow these workload check-ins.
The tone is supportive curiosity. Repeat after me. Keeping you busy.
Keeping you busy.
What's keeping you busy these days?
What's keeping you busy these days?
Swamped right now.
Swamped right now.
Are you guys swamped over in marketing right now?
Are you guys swamped over in marketing right now?
Perfect. Now, let us tackle the most terrifying part of small talk, the dead end.
The silence. The terrible, suffocating silence. When neither of us has anything left to say. But the coffee machine is still pouring.
When the silence hits, your Asian cultural programming might tell you to panic and find a deep, meaningful topic to save face. Local culture does the exact opposite. We reach for the most obvious, undeniable shared reality. We reach for the calendar.
The calendar? You mean I should talk about what day it is?
Yes, native corporate workers are obsessed with the passage of time. The ultimate foolproof local filler phrase is, "I honestly can't believe it's already Wednesday. This week is flying by."
I honestly can't believe it's already Wednesday. This week is flying by. Why is this so effective?
Because it is a universal corporate truth. Everyone feels like time is moving too fast. It requires absolutely zero mental effort for the other person to agree with you. They just have to say, "I know, right?" It feels like Monday was yesterday. You have successfully rescued the interaction without having to invent a new topic.
It is a safety net. This week is flying by. It is so simple, but so strategic. Let us shadow the calendar pivot.
Your tone should be casual disbelief. You are just marveling at the universe. Repeat after me. Already Wednesday.
Already Wednesday.
I honestly can't believe it's already Wednesday.
I honestly can't believe it's already Wednesday.
Flying by.
Flying by.
This week is flying by.
This week is flying by.
I honestly can't believe it's already Wednesday. This week is flying by.
I honestly can't believe it's already Wednesday. This week is flying by.
Now we reach the grand finale. The coffee is ready. You need to leave. But you cannot just walk away.
The graceful exit. In my culture, leaving a conversation first is often seen as disrespectful. You are basically saying, "I am tired of you." I usually just stay there until they leave first.
That is a critical cultural difference. In Western corporate culture, time is the most valuable commodity. Staying too long is actually more disrespectful than leaving, because you're keeping them from doing their job. The local mindset for exiting is called the value-add exit.
The value-add exit. How do I add value by walking away?
You frame your departure as a generous act. You pretend that you are releasing them from the obligation of talking to you. You never say, "I must leave." You say, "Well, I'll let you get back to it."
I'll let you get back to it. That is brilliant. I am giving them their time back.
Exactly. It completely removes any feeling of social rejection. You are the hero who is letting them return to their important work. Another incredibly local variation is the self-deprecating exit. You say, "Well, I better go make myself useful."
I better go make myself useful. That is hilarious. It implies that standing in the kitchen is useless. and we both have a duty to return to our real jobs.
It shows a strong work ethic while maintaining a very friendly, joking vibe. It is the ultimate high EQ exit. Let us shadow these exit strategies. The tone must be upbeat and cheerful. Do not sound eager to escape. Repeat after me. Get back to it.
Get back to it.
Well, I'll let you get back to it.
Well, I'll let you get back to it.
Make myself useful.
Make myself useful.
Well, I better go make myself useful.
Well, I better go make myself useful.
And as you turn your body to leave, you throw in a casual sign-off. Do not say goodbye. Say, catch you later.
Catch you later. Well, I'll let you get back to it. Catch you later. That feels so incredibly natural.
Let us put this entire machine together, Mark. We are going to role-play the entire kitchen encounter. From the initiation, to the weekend trap, to the workload check-in, the dead end, and the graceful exit. I am David, the senior director. We are at the espresso machine. It is Tuesday morning. Let's dive in.
Hey, David, how's your week shaping up so far?
Oh, Mark, just putting out fires. It has been a crazy start to the week. How was your weekend?
It was pretty low-key, honestly. Just caught up on some reading and relaxed around the house. How about you? Get up to anything fun?
Took my kids to a baseball tournament all weekend. Exhausting, but fun.
Wow, I bet. So, what's keeping you busy these days? Are you guys swamped over in sales?
We really are. We are trying to close the quarter strong, so it's just non-stop client calls.
Yeah, I honestly can't believe it's already Tuesday. This week is flying by.
Tell me about it. I need this coffee just to survive till noon.
Well, I'll let you get back to it, David. Catch you later.
See you, Mark. Mark! That was flawless. You managed the entire flow of the conversation without a single awkward silence. You used the local mindset to navigate every potential trap.
I am amazed. When you stop trying to invent interesting facts and just focus on these local empathetic phrases, the pressure completely disappears. I was not trying to impress you. I was just matching your vibe.
Vic, matching the vibe is the ultimate secret to corporate small talk. You are proving that you are a culturally fluent, easy to work with colleague.
I am throwing my old textbook away today. I am actually looking forward to bumping into David tomorrow.
To everyone listening, the office kitchen is no longer a trap. It is an opportunity to show your high EQ local English. Rewind this episode, practice the shadowing loops with Mark, and build that cultural muscle memory.
If this episode finally cured your small talk panic, hit that subscribe button right now. It tells the algorithm you want more of these intense local deep dives.
Leave us a comment below. What is the most uncomfortable small talk experience you have ever had at work? We read all of your stories.
Keep practicing those low-key phrases. Give people their time back, and we will catch you in the next episode.
Make yourselves useful, everyone. Bye.
Wait, Vicky. Before we completely end this recording, I just realized we missed the most claustrophobic small talk trap of them all. The elevator.
Oh, the elevator trap. You are absolutely right, Mark. We cannot skip the elevator. It is a completely different micro scenario because you are physically trapped in a tiny metal box for exactly 30 seconds. You cannot use the value-add exit because the doors are closed.
Exactly. Yesterday, I stepped into the elevator and the CEO walked in right behind me. My heart stopped. I was standing next to the buttons. My textbook told me to say, "Greetings. Which floor do you desire to travel to today?"
If you say that to the CEO, they will think you are a hotel bellhop from a historical movie. The cultural rule of the elevator is ultra-casual utility. You want to offer help, but with the lowest possible word count. The local phrase is incredibly simple. You just look at the buttons and say, "What floor for you?" Or even shorter, "Which floor?"
What floor for you? It is so direct. Is it polite enough for the CEO?
In American and British corporate culture, brevity is polite in an elevator. You are respecting their personal space by not forcing a long, formal sentence. Another incredibly local variation is, "Can I hit a button for you?"
Can I hit a button for you? I like the verb hit here. It sounds active and casual instead of may I press the button.
Exactly. Hit a button is the authentic local phrasing. It shows you are helpful but relaxed. Let us jump straight into shadowing this. We need to build the muscle memory for this ultra-casual utility. Repeat after me. What floor for you?
What floor for you?
Hey, what floor for you?
Hey, what floor for you?
Hit a button.
Hit a button.
Can I hit a button for you?
Can I hit a button for you?
Now you have pushed the button. The doors close. You are both staring at the numbers going up. The silence is heavy. It is Friday afternoon. This is the second biggest trap.
The Friday trap. I always panic here. The textbook says, "What activities will you participate in during the upcoming weekend?"
That sounds like a survey questionnaire. The local cultural mindset for Friday afternoon is entirely focused on relief. Everyone is exhausted and just wants to escape the building. The phrasing needs to reflect that anticipation. The most common local question is, "Got any fun plans for the weekend?"
Got any fun plans for the weekend? It is very similar to the Monday bounce-back question we learned.
It is the exact same cultural logic. You are giving them an invitation to talk about something positive. And notice we start with got instead of do you have. Got any fun plans is the pinnacle of local, relaxed office English.
Got any fun plans for the weekend? What if I am the one being asked, and I literally have zero plans? I am just going to sleep for 2 days. I don't want to sound like a loser who has no friends, but I don't want to lie either.
This is a brilliant cultural nuance. In Western office culture, having no plans is actually a status symbol. It means you are not overscheduled. But you do not say, "I have no plans, I will sleep." You use the ultimate local idiom for a relaxed weekend. You say, "I'm just playing it by ear."
Playing it by ear. Like a musician?
Yes. A musician who plays by ear doesn't use sheet music. They just improvise. When you tell a colleague you're playing it by ear, you are signaling that your weekend is wonderfully open and flexible. It makes you sound effortlessly cool and relaxed.
I'm just playing it by ear. I absolutely love the cultural implication of that. It turns my laziness into a cool, improvised lifestyle.
Let us shadow the Friday elevator sequence. The question and the perfect, relaxed answer. Repeat after me. Fun plans.
Fun plans.
Got any fun plans for the weekend?
Got any fun plans for the weekend?
Playing it by ear.
Playing it by ear.
Not really, just playing it by ear.
Not really. Just playing it by ear.
I'm just playing it by ear this weekend.
I'm just playing it by ear this weekend.
Vicky. Now let us introduce a completely different variable. You are in the kitchen or the elevator and something is slightly wrong. The coffee machine is empty. The printer is jammed. The elevator is moving incredibly slowly.
Mark. Oh, this happens daily. My textbook teaches me to report the error. I would say, the machinery is malfunctioning. This is a highly unfortunate situation.
Vicky. Mark. The absolute fastest way to bond with a native speaker in an office is through shared, mild commiseration. Complaining about minor corporate annoyances is the ultimate social glue, but it has to be mild. You cannot sound genuinely angry, or you fail the vibe check. You just want to acknowledge the shared struggle.
Mark, shared mild commiseration. So how do I complain locally?
Vicky. You use a rhetorical question that invites agreement. If the elevator is slow, you smile and say, "Takes forever, doesn't it?" If the coffee machine is broken, you sigh and say, "Mondays, right?"
Mark, Mondays, right? Just the day of the week?
Vicky. Blaming the day of the week is a cornerstone of local office culture. If anything goes wrong on a Monday, you just look at your colleague and say, "Mondays, right?" And they will instantly smile, nod, and say, "Tell me about it." You have bonded without exchanging a single fact.
Mark, Mondays, right? That is so funny. What if it happens on a Thursday?
If it is Thursday, you shift the blame to the concept of the long week. You say, "It's been a long week, hasn't it?" The cultural strategy is always to align yourself with the other person against the minor annoyance of corporate life.
It's been a long week, hasn't it? This is incredible. It is like a secret handshake. Let us shadow these shared complaints. The tone here is a friendly, tired smile. Repeat after me. Takes forever. Takes forever.
Takes forever, doesn't it?
Takes forever, doesn't it?
Mondays, right?
Mondays, right?
Long week.
Long week.
It's been a long week, hasn't it?
It's been a long week, hasn't it?
Excellent. Now the elevator doors finally open at your floor. You have survived the 30 seconds. You have asked about their weekend, or you have bonded over the slow elevator. How do you step out locally?
I usually just say, "Goodbye, have a nice day."
Have a nice day is fine, but it sounds a bit like a retail cashier. To sound like a true local colleague, you use a phrase that implies a continued casual relationship. You step out and say, "Take it easy," or "Have a good one."
Take it easy. I hear this in movies all the time. It means relax, right?
Yes. Culturally, telling a coworker to take it easy is the highest compliment. You are wishing them a stress-free day. It is warm, it is local, and it is completely effortless.
Take it easy. I am going to use that every single time I leave a room now. Let us shadow the exit.
Repeat after me. Take it easy.
Take it easy.
All right, take it easy.
All right. Take it easy.
Have a good one.
Have a good one.
See ya, have a good one.
See ya. Have a good one.
Okay, Mark, let us do one final rapid-fire elevator roleplay. I am the CEO. I walk into the elevator. You are standing by the buttons. It is Friday at 4 p.m. The elevator is moving very slowly. Go.
Hey there. What floor for you?
Floor 9, please. Thank you.
No problem. Pause. Takes forever, doesn't it?
It really does. I think this building is falling apart.
So, got any fun plans for the weekend?
Not really. Taking my daughter to a swimming competition, it will be exhausting. How about you?
I'm just playing it by ear this weekend. Catching up on some rest.
That sounds perfect. Ding. Oh, this is my floor.
All right, take it easy.
You too, Mark. And scene. Mark, that was a masterclass in local corporate survival. You did not use a single textbook phrase. You bonded with the CEO over a slow elevator. You navigated the weekend question with the perfect humble brag, and you exited like a true locale.
I cannot believe how completely different this feels from the English I learned in school. The textbook focuses on grammar, but this focuses on human connection. Playing it by ear, and takes forever, doesn't it, are just brilliant cultural tools.
That is exactly what they are. Tools. You are not trying to pass a vocabulary test in the office kitchen or the elevator. You are just trying to show your colleagues that you understand the local vibe.
I am so glad we added this elevator bonus section. This is pure gold.
To everyone listening, your shadowing homework is clear. Rewind these drills. Stop trying to translate your native language into English and start adopting these local cultural phrases as single, unbreakable blocks of sound.
If this episode gave you the confidence to finally talk to your coworkers on a Monday morning, please hit that subscribe button. We are dedicated to destroying textbook English and giving you the real local phrases you need to survive.
Drop a comment below and tell us, what is your favorite local phrase to use when you want to escape a conversation? We read every single comment.
Keep practicing your shadowing. Start playing your weekends by ear, and we will definitely catch you in the next episode.
Take it easy, everyone.